Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's take a closer look at OneNote Class Notebook from the student perspective. So I've gone ahead and logged into Microsoft Teams as a student, and I'm accessing that demo class team. I've also clicked on Class Notebook to open our class notebook. Now this is what I see when I expand the navigation as a student. I see that very first welcome section, but notice that this section's read only, so I can't actually edit anything here. I can expand the collaboration space section group and I can see the default section, but I can also see two additional sections that my teacher has created, including the fur trade, which provides me with a page where I can work with my group members to brainstorm comparing and contrasting the French and British involvement in the fur trade. But I also see Group A breakout section, and this is a private section that only myself and my other group members can work in. And in this case, we are being tasked to record notes on a video. Now, I can also expand the content library. Again, there's that default section about using the content library. But I also see Unit 1, which my teacher has populated. Now, notice that I still have no tools for working with my OneNote Class Notebook, and that's because Unit 1 inside of the content library is a read-only section. That means that all of these pages have content on them that I can view, but I can't actually edit. Let's go back to the navigation. Now, I also see my individual notebook. Notice that I don't see any of my classmates' notebooks. I only see mine. And if I expand my notebook, I can see the three sections that my teacher has created or distributed to me: Unit 1, Unit 2, and Chapter 2 review. Now, if I check Unit 1, I can see that I have a few pages that have been distributed to me. I can see that I have Chapter 2 notes about the French in North America, and then I have a page called Jacques Cartier Review. Now, one of the things that I can do as a student is I can actually select the page and drag it up so I can reorganize these pages in case when they were distributed in the wrong order. I can also delete any unnecessary pages just by simply right-clicking on a page and selecting delete and permanently deleting the page. All right, so now let's take a look at how a student would interact with pages in a OneNote Class Notebook. Let's take a look at this Jacques Cartier review page. Notice that I have quite a few pieces of information as well as links and embedded content on this page. Now, remember that I can expand my view by closing that navigation. And if I wanted to interact with my OneNote Class Notebook inside of the browser tab outside of Teams, I could always simply come up to the toolbar now that I'm in an editable section, and I could say open in browser. Many of our students working with OneNote Class Notebook feel more comfortable working in this expanded view, this view of OneNote Class Notebook right inside of the OneNote app. But let's go back to Microsoft Teams. Now, here on this page, as I mentioned, I can see quite a bit of interactive content that my teacher has provided for me. I could view the Jacques Cartier video right inside of OneNote. I can continue to scroll down and I can view the notes that my teacher has provided for me. Let's scroll back up to the top. If I scroll over to the right, I can see that I have a map. Maybe my teacher wants me to draw out the route that Jacques Cartier took. So I could simply go to Draw in my menu bar. And now I can use the drawing tools. Notice that I can change the colors of my ink. And I could go ahead and draw right on this map. And then of course, add text to explain my digital ink or my inking. If I scroll down, I can see that a form has been embedded. I can fill out the form. Let's just click on it here. Notice that it opens in a separate tab. In a lot of cases, the form will actually be embedded right on the page and students can fill out the form right there on the page. But in this case, it asked me to open a new tab. So now I can go ahead and I can fill out this form and I can hit submit. Notice that with Microsoft Forms, I can view my results right away. I can see that I got a 5 out of 5 on my review quiz. Finally, let's say that my teacher has distributed an assignment to all of the students in the class, including myself. I can see that assignment and the instructions here. Now, I could complete the assignment right inside of OneNote Class Notebook by simply adding a page and continuing to build interactive content on that page. Or I could turn my work in here by inserting a file printout. Now keep in mind that when you do a file printout, you can only insert a Microsoft Word document or a PDF. But I could always take pictures of my work and then add the pictures to the page. Now, because I created a PowerPoint, I went ahead and saved that PowerPoint as a PDF. So I'm just going to click File, Insert File Printout, and I'm going to choose that PDF of my work, and I'll simply click Insert. And we'll give that a moment to load. And there's my work inserted on a page inside of my OneNote Class Notebook, ready for my teacher to review. In our next video, we're going to go back to the teacher view of OneNote Class Notebook so that we can take a closer look at how to review student work and provide feedback in multimodal ways right inside of OneNote Class Notebook.